Well, since some of y'all wanted to walk through this eyesore, this is my 99 GMC Sierra extended cab, cable throttle 5.3. This was the first ever actual truck that I owned. Before this, all I had was a 93 Camaro and a 95 GMC Yukon. And this being the first ever actual truck I owned, and it pretty much being given to me for $1,000, I wasn't really expecting much. You know, this side is pretty beat in. I mean, this side, it's still pretty beat in some spots, but it's definitely better than the other one is. Right now, it looks like some grandpa rig, but at one point, it was 9 inches lifted in the front and 3 inches lowered in the rear. You know, I'll throw up a clip of that if I can find it. And I think one of the multiple times it was crashed, this headlight was replaced, because if you come on this side, this headlight you can't even see out of. Also, you can't see out of these tail lights at all. And it did have some like severely busted up mirrors on it when I first got it, but I took those off, put these on, which I wish I could have found some chrome ones, but I couldn't in the time that I was looking for them. And you know, I had this truck for so long, from the time I was like 12 to now. It's the truck that made me realize black wheels look absolutely terrible. Also, this has got to be some of the worst tint I have ever seen. But moving on to the interior, if you look right there, it's got 298,160 miles. And I've probably only put on about maybe 30 of those. But when I first got it, the headliner was redone almost immediately. This was redone. It is a 3-door, which, you know, is pretty cool, I guess. You know, who even wants an actual functioning extended cab? There aren't any pictures of it, but at one point, this interior was completely stripped down to just bare metal. And that's when I first shampooed the carpet, redid the headliner, cleaned all the seats, pressure washed all the plastics. It went through everything. When I was like 12, I put these goofy LEDs in here, which, you know, at the time I thought they were pretty cool. I mean, they look okay in this. They look way better in the Ranger, I guess, because the cab is just so much smaller. And by the way, if you actually prefer this type of center console with the goofy little armrest over the one like in my Duramax and my Cat-Eye, you're an absolute weirdo, because that is probably the worst thing I've ever seen. This is also one of the only 2 5.3s that I've ever owned, because the only other 5.3 I've ever owned was a single cab, but it was like a 02, I believe. I'll throw in a couple clips of it if I can find them. But this being a 99 means it is cable throttle, which is significantly better than electric throttle, because the throttle on my Cat-Eye has at least an 8-second delay. A lot of people don't know, but on GMT 800s, if you start hearing like a knocking sound from your steering, you can undo that bolt right there, and you take that piece right there, jam it up into that rubber, and then it like gets the grease back up, and then it'll stop making that knocking noise. I found that out because I've had to do it on like 4 different GMT 800s now. But let me tell you, this thing's a burnout machine. Oh my gosh, it's the best at it. Now, I definitely should have stayed in it longer, but that's first gear, tow haul, quarter throttle. Even though it is a poverty cab with 300,000 miles and it's absolutely ragged out, it does have a little bit of a special spot in my heart, even though at one point I had black wheels on it, which I'm not proud of. And I know this video was a little boring, but thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed.